Elon Musk simply cannot help but show off his signature dancing moves whenever a new Tesla factory is being inaugurated. The tech billionaire was at it again last month as he commissioned Tesla's GigaFactory in Berlin, Germany. In today's video, we'll be discussing everything about this new factory and what it means for Tesla's business in Europe and across the globe. But that's not all. We'll also be talking about the factory's production capacity, the controversies that surround it, and Elon Musk's famous dance moves during the opening ceremony. So do well to stick around. Sometime last month, on March 22, 2022 to be specific, Elon Musk anchored an event that he and other automotive enthusiasts have been waiting on for quite a while now. It is none other than the opening of the GigaFactory Berlin-Brandenburg, popularly called the Giga Berlin Factory.
So we really kind of need great talent to come here from all around Europe.
It's a one-of-its-kind car manufacturing infrastructure located on the world's most advanced continent. But is that all there is to know about this massive facility? Absolutely not. Before we start to dissect all the details, though, let's get a background story of how everything started. In the face of growing demands and semiconductor shortages, Elon Musk and Tesla needed a way to ramp up production and supplies, particularly to customers in Europe who were just falling in love with EVs at the time. So, in 2019, the automaker began talks to build a car-making facility in Germany. Everyone knows that German engineering is outstanding for sure, Elon Musk said, adding, "That's part of the reason why we are locating our Gigafactory Europe in Germany." The project officially started in May 2020. This was long before the German authorities even gave their permission, but Tesla went ahead with the construction anyway. Assuming the approval was not eventually granted, the automaker would have had to demolish the entire structure. This is a very risky template for building a massive project. But as we all know, Elon Musk is not one to back down in the face of adversaries and risks. Thankfully, Tesla got the required provisional permit and work continued on the facility. Then somewhere down the line, Elon Musk decided it would be nice to make batteries at the Giga Berlin factory too. So the application and approval process had to start from ground zero again. They did start afresh, and preliminary permits for both the car manufacturing and battery cell production plants were granted. The factory was eventually launched on March 22nd.
We are extremely confident that the world can transition to a sustainable energy future.
That's about 22 months after the project commenced, which is lightning quick by most standards. Although Elon Musk thinks otherwise. Tesla's Gigafactory in China took 15 months to complete. Musk hoped that the Giga Berlin factory would have been completed within the same time frame, but the coronavirus situation and a long-running license battle with the authorities stalled proceedings. During the event, which was graced by German Chancellor Olaf Scholz and Economic Minister Robert Habeck, Musk said, "This is a great day for the factory," and described the feat as another step in the direction of sustainable future. The battery arm of the Giga Berlin factory will produce batteries at a record-breaking rate of 50 kilowatt-hours. That makes it the biggest battery cell production plant in Germany. The capacity would then increase to an annual rate of 100 gigawatt-hours in the coming years, before reaching a peak of 200 gigawatt-hours much later. As for the car manufacturing plant, things are expected to start slowly, with around 1,000 units of Tesla EVs leaving the factory weekly in the first few months of production. This is because the automaker still has some license issues to iron out with the authorities. Nonetheless, the permit that was issued early last month allows the company to produce around 500,000 cars every year. So experts say the initial 1,000 units will rise to 30,000 units by June. But the goal is to hit 500,000 annual vehicle deliveries by the end of 2022 and around 1.3 million by the end of 2023. The Giga Berlin factory has employed 3,000 workers already, but the workforce is expected to increase to around 12,000 workers in the long run. This would ease some of the pressure on other Tesla factories and help the EV automaker meet the demand from its European customers. The Shanghai Gigafactory was doing its best to service Tesla's European market. However, COVID-19 restrictions disrupted the production process. The facility was even closed down for a while. Launching the Giga Berlin factory is a massive victory for Tesla, not only for its fortunes in Europe, but also for its global operations. With that said, it's important to note that Volkswagen still dominates the European EV market space, with a 25% market share as compared to Tesla's 13%. But things can look very different in a couple of years from now. Before we highlight the controversies around the Giga Berlin factory, if you've made it this far, make sure to like and subscribe for more content like this. Aside from the licensing concerns, there were other issues that threatened the project. First, environmentalists protested against the vast number of trees that needed to be destroyed for the factory to be erected. Tesla had purchased a 300-hectare site for $45 million to build the factory, but needed to clear a 92-hectare space of forestry first. The company promised to relocate the wildlife and plant 3 times as many trees in another location to make up for its actions. But members of the Green League of Brandenburg remained adamant that the factory was an enemy of the environment. Work was temporarily halted, and many feared that the legal proceedings could deter Tesla from continuing the project the same way Google abandoned its startup incubator plans in Berlin back in 2018. But it didn't. The trees were eventually felled, and 7 World War II bombs were also defused on the site. Speaking on the deforestation activities on the site, the Tesla boss said the plantation is not a natural forest per se.
3, 2, 1, go!
Yes! Oh, wait! No.
He maintained that the trees were only planted for use as cardboard, and only a small part will be used for the Giga Berlin car and battery manufacturing company. Another issue was the factory's water consumption. It is estimated that the Giga Berlin factory will use some 372 cubic meters of water per hour to function at full capacity. And there are fears that the facility could exhaust the water reserve and affect drinking water supplies in the region. Elon Musk, however, argues that these concerns are exaggerated. Sounds like we need to clear up a few things. Tesla won't use this much net water on a daily basis, Musk said. It's possibly a rare peak usage case, but not an everyday event. Based on the current license, Tesla would have no problems with water consumption as long as it doesn't manufacture more than 500,000 units of EVs every year. Any plans to expand the capacity must include a blueprint to increase the water supply as well. With that sorted, Elon Musk delivered the first set of cars made at the Giga Berlin factory to the owners and their families. The tech billionaire was visibly excited as he danced around his shining black suit just before the cars were presented. Well, not like we were surprised anyway, because we had already seen something similar in 2020 when Musk threw out his jacket and pulled off some hilarious dance moves during the inauguration of Tesla's GigaFactory in Shanghai. Besides a few days before the Giga Berlin was opened, Musk confirmed on Twitter that he would give us another dose of his dancing skills. Will you dance at the grand opening ceremony? Twitter user Renata Conkely asked Elon Musk earlier last month. The Tesla CEO replied, haha, sure. It was heartwarming to see him fulfill that promise in style. That aside, Elon Musk had every reason to render his signature dance. I mean, achieving this milestone was quite difficult for Musk and Tesla. Some even labeled it as a mission impossible. But after spending 5 billion euros and waiting 22 months, Tesla is finally ready to launch an assault on the European EV market with the help of the Giga Berlin factory. Are you excited by Tesla's Giga Berlin factory? And what do you think about Elon Musk's dancing skills? Be sure to check out this video over here.